Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 10. My name is Muhammad IZZUDDIN ZULKIFLI, and this is our group member Maliki Muhammad, Ahmad NAIM bin ZURIMAN, Muhammad LUQMAN, and FARID ZAINUDIN. And we are going to present about the technologies that evolved in the Amazon business from 2013 until 2021 and identify the automation that brings improvement to a sustainable environment based on 3 video that is given to us. So from the 3 video, we have divided it among group members, and the first video was given to FARID ZAINUDIN. Without wasting any more time, I'll invite FARID to present about the technology that being used in video 1 and the improvement it brings to sustainable environment. Please welcome.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ASRAAF ZAINUDIN and my mighty number is AA19142. And today, I will present about the video 1 in how Amazon receives your inventory. Okay, let's go to the first one, technologies that involves in Amazon business. Okay, so when your shipment arrives and Amazon Associates scan the shipping label to ensure it has a shipment ID that exists in the system and that the shipment is at the proper fulfillment center. Multiple box must not be taped or banded together. To avoid any confusion, your shipping box should not have any other scannable barcode except the shipping label. Okay, the next step in the inbound process is opening the shipping box. If the shipping label is placed over the seam of the box, it can be easily damaged in transit and it become unreadable for carrier or be destroyed as the Amazon Associate open the box. An unscannable shipment label can be cause delays in receiving your units. Okay, the next one is the best packing materials or age to use our foam pillows or full sheets of paper packing, peanuts and shredded paper slow down the receiving process. Amazon also verify the individual units in the shipping box and have a scannable barcode. Each unit should only have one scannable barcode. If a unit does not have a scannable barcode or has multiple scannable barcode, it will be sidelined for proper identification by an Amazon problem solver. Case pack units must only have barcode on the individual units and not on the outer carton. Barcodes on the outer carton could lead to multiple items being received as one unit. Okay, let's go to the next one is the automation that bring improvement towards the sustainable environment. Okay, so the first one is the associate evaluate if the units need additional prep to ensure that they won't become damaged during storage and shipment to the customer. If the prep is required but was not performed before being received at the fulfillment center. And the next one is during the receiving process, the associate perform a nice side-sided check of each unit to ensure the unit is not damaged. So it will please ensure each unit is packaged properly to avoid being damaged in transit. The unit is routed to be bestowed if there were problem in any part and of the check-in or receive process units directed to the problem-solving area units that must be sidelined and evaluated by a problem solver will take longer to receive. Okay, the last one, once the problem has been solved, the unit are received and placed in the tote. Units that have successfully received, even those that require Amazon to perform special prep or problem solving now take a trip on the conveyor. So that's all from me, and I will give to the other presenter.
Okay, thank you to FARID for presenting and sharing information about the first video, which is on how Amazon receive your inventory. Next, I would like to invite the second presenter, Ahmad NAIM ZURIMAN and Maliki Muhammad, to present the next video, which is Amazon Fulfillment Center Video 12. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Maliki Muhammad. My message number AA191464. I will present for Amazon Fulfillment Center video tour. Okay, delivery process in Amazon's business. First is receive. This is where the whole process starts from. It's actually a combination of people technology and high-tech computer algorithm. Now, this is where they will bring the items in. Pick the items, pack the items, ship them out, and even take care of customer service. As the items make their way to the conveyor belt, one of their associates will take the item off and scan the barcode that is on the item. After doing this, then place the item into a black tote. Once the item is inside the tote, it goes back onto our conveyor belt, which lets them distribute the item throughout the FC, and it will make its way to our stowing area. Next is stow. Now that receive the item, they are ready to stow. The way it works is that they can scan the item barcode, then check it for damage, pop it onto the shelf, and scan the barcode of the shelf location. Once it's on there, they know exactly where the item is at any time and can immediately go to that when going into the next process. This method of stowing has been very successfully. However, over the recent year, they developed something that even more exciting. Let's head over to the robotic sites. The Amazon robots are activated once their associate logs into their working station to perform his or her task. The robots are bringing yellow shelf to working station, where their associate can fill up pot with more product or can pick up orders. Orange rectangular robots are going underneath the pot, and lifting device is picking up a shelf just a bit from the floor, so it can be moved to the working station. Their associates are asked to assign container to themselves. The next step is to pick up an item from the container. Then just have to scan this barcode and find a space in shelving unit for the product. Probably wondering if the system tells them where should put the product. It's completely random, and they call it the random store method. That means that the most popular items are spread across all levels and not all one place. After the process is complete, then they got a digital and physical mesh in our system. Next is pick. Once customer hits the buy now button on the Amazon website, this is the beginning of their outbound operation process. Once a customer order a product, the information about the item will go to the system, and the robot will be informed about which item order and where it is located. Then the robot will pick up a pot and bring it to the working station, facing the correct side. And then it's quite easy. All information is on the screen. Then they just have to pick up the item from the shelf and put it in the correct container. In one container can have product ordered by several different customers. If customer will order, let's say 5 items, it's really rare that one picker only will pick up all your items. More likely, they will be picked up by several different pickers. Once products are picked up by the travel pickup, they will travel in tote down to the multi-pack area, where they will be packed by their associates. Next is for the flow, and in this operation, they are in the flow room at LCY2. In this way operation to watch the workflow to make sure everybody delivery is leaving on time, and their engineer needs to watch the conveyor belt. They have 15 miles in building, and they are make sure it's all working smoothly. Okay, that's all from me, and I give to the next presenter.
Thank you, Maliki. My name is Ahmad. My number MATI is AA32503, and I will represent number 5, 6 and 7. Number 5 is pet. Pet is where all of the items end up after they've been picked, and they are going to come down the line and they be sorted into single pack and multi-pack. First, they're putting one item inside each box. Everything that's there they need is there, so all of their box, their envelope and their tape is always on station or easily accessible, and they do move around into different process as is required. So what they do is will scan item into the system. It will tell exactly the size box required, then have the tape that is cut exactly to the size of the box, so they do not waste anything. Once they finish packaging, it will then go the line and then send down to SLAM and then to shipping. Number 6 is SLAM. SLAM stands for scan, label, apply and manifest, and this is where all of the parcel pass through before going down to shipping. This label is applied by a little bit of air pressure, and each of these parcel is going to be scanned. Is a little white barcode that apply that at the station, and each one of the barcode is going to identify what inside that spot. Once that been scanned, it will then go through into the system automatically, and it will tell the system which address label is required. Once this parcel have continued to this part, it will get separated into large and small box, and this will continue down to shipping. What pretty cool about it is that it can do this whole process without stopping the parcel, so that label is applied straight away and it's continue and generate within a matter of second the next label. Last one is number 7, ship. This is our final stop. This is shipping. This is where all of the parcel end up. They are going to be sorted and then they be sent into the truck via pallet and ATS chart. So each one of the conveyor belt is a different distribution center, and workers are going to scan those parcels and send them off into the correct pallet or ATS chart, and then they will be scanned into the truck that need to go to the area. Truck come throughout the day. They are given a time slot when they can come into the back of the building, and then they have a certain amount of time that those parcels get on site that truck. Once it's loaded, they will then close the truck and set it on its way. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to Maliki Mohamad and Naim ZURIMAN for sharing the information with us. And for the last video, which Amazon Fulfillment Center tour with AWS, Muhammad IZZUDDIN ZULKIFLI and Ahmad LUQMAN bin SAFU'AN will be presenting about the technology that being used in the video and the automation that brings improvement towards a sustainable environment. Without any further moment, I would like to invite them to present the information that they get from the video. Please welcome.
Thank you, Farid, for inviting me. Before I present my point in this PowerPoint slide, I would like to introduce myself again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad IZZUDDIN bin ZULKIFLI. My metric number is AA32503, and I will be presenting about the technology that involved in Amazon Business in Video 3, which is Amazon Fulfillment Center Tour with AWS. AWS stands for Amazon Web Service. Okay. As we know, the World Health Organization declared the COVID-19 outbreak a public health emergency of international concern on 30 January 2020 and declared a pandemic on 11 March 2020. With that, in April 2020, Amazon Business have used a thermal camera system for the temperature screening process at their workplace, so staff safety would be guaranteed. Next, the second technology that is used in Amazon Business is Amazon Aurora, that in charge of managing inventory transaction and other relational databases. With this technology, stock areas or locations such as issuing part, receiving the shipment, assembly part kits, and transferring part between stock areas are being handled systematically. Then we have an Amazon Robotic drive unit that will be activated when associates log into their task. This robot used by Amazon for automating its warehouses. It carries heavy shelf of inventory on its back and never get tired, complain about the boss or ask for a raise in salary. So basically, with the help of this robot, it makes human work way easier and way faster. Okay, the fourth one is the Amazon Standard Identification Number, or known as ASIN, ASIN. This is a unique identifier of 10 letters and numbers for a product that is signed by Amazon.com. It is primarily used for product identification within their product catalog of billions items. With the help of this system, it will know the quantity and location of the item at any given time. And point number 5, Amazon Neptune. It stores relationship between information such as customer interest, friends, and purchase history in a graph and quickly queries it to make recommendations that are personalized and relevant. In other words, it's charged of managing inventory history. This technology is fast, reliable, full image graph database service. The next page is we have computer vision helping with automation. It is an artificial intelligence driving logic that determines if the bin that is used to put an item in it is full or not. It will detect what being the associate reach into know where the item is placed. The way to use it is just taking a picture of the pot and use image recognition to count the number of items in the bin and making sure the count matches with what is recorded in their tracking system. And lastly, we have Amazon SageMaker. Amazon SageMaker is a fully managed service that provides every developer and data scientist with the ability to build, train, and deploy machine learning model quickly. Furthermore, in the video, it says Amazon SageMaker perform ongoing inventory reconciliation, avoiding the schedule count. I think that's all for me. I will pass the next slide presentation to my partner, Muhammad LUQMAN bin SAFU'AN.
Thank you for IZZUDDIN for giving me a chance to continue the speech. Okay, my name is Muhammad LUQMAN bin Muhammad SAFU'AN and my matrix number is AA32503. Okay, now I will continue my part, which is the automation that brings improvement towards a sustainable environment, for the video number 3. The video number 3 title is Amazon Fulfillment Center Tour with Amazon Web Service. Okay, there I have 3 points. Point number 1 is the system will assemble all items together for one shipment. This is to help improve efficiency and also reduce environmental impact of the packaging. Okay. Point number 2 is machine learning algorithm. The size of boxer envelope is automatically selected. Even the correct length of tab is determined by machine learning and automatically dispensed if needed. Protective packaging materials are added. The last one is machine learning. Algorithm is run to determine the optimal delivery carrier to get you the package on time and at the lowest cost possible. I think that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you to IZZWAN and LUQMAN for sharing the last input from the last video. I think that's all the information that we get from the video, which Amazon, one of the bigger business, are using technologies to make all work way faster and keep our environment healthy and green. That's all we can conclude. Thank you for watching.